Hello guys, welcome back. iOS 26 is finally here and it is packed with new features and changes, and of course the all-new design makes this a great update. There are a lot of new features and changes with this update. In today's video, I will show you some really cool new features that you must enable once you have updated your device to the new iOS 26. Another thing you must do is hit that subscribe button, as most of you guys are still not subscribed to the channel. If you enjoy the videos and you find them helpful, subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot. We're starting with a lock screen. As you probably know, we have a brand new lock screen on iOS 26, which looks amazing. Of course, you want your lock screen to look something like this and not just have the small clock and look identical to the iOS 18 lock screen. Here are the features that I think you must do and must use here on the lock screen. First of all, the big clock, you have to do that. Something absolutely amazing. What I suggest you do is have a wallpaper with a depth effect like this one. It makes it look really cool. Make sure that you tap the three dots right here and you have the depth effect enabled and not like this. If you enable the depth effect, you can see how much better that is. One really cool new feature that Apple has added to iOS 26 on the lock screen is the new spatial scene. If you enable it, it will generate it right here, and then you will have this really cool 3D effect on the lock screen of your device. You can see how cool that is. It is actually really awesome. What's really cool is that you can actually try this feature without having to create a lock screen first, because of course you will have to go through the lock screen process and make a ton of lock screens to maybe just find the picture that you actually want. What you need to do is head on to the Photos app. Once you go to your Photos app, just head on and go to your wallpapers or whatever picture you want to use as a wallpaper for your device. It will basically show you whether the spatial scene is actually supported for that picture or wallpaper. You simply open one of them, and once it's supported, you will see this little button right here. You tap on it and it will generate the spatial scene, as you can see it right there. You can basically just try it out without first having to set it as a wallpaper. You can see the effect right there. It is actually working, and you don't need to actually even use it as a wallpaper before actually trying the feature. When talking about spatial scenes, which is that cool effect that you saw right there, here's another feature: you must enable photos on your home screen. The widgets from the Photos app will actually display pictures with that same effect even on the home screen. Go ahead and add the widget from the Photos. You can choose your album right there, and you will have that special scene effect right on your home screen. Another widget you must try and have on your home screen with iOS 26. If you use Apple Music, is the new one for the pins, where it allows you to basically pin your favorite music right on your home screen via the home screen widget. These are new widgets that have been added to iOS 26 with the Music app, and now you can have your favorite music pinned right there on your home screen. Of course, you will have to try the new customization features, especially a couple of those that have been added with the RC version of iOS 26, which is actually really cool. Tap the Edit button and go to Customize. Here, if you're on iOS 26, you must enable the clear icons. They just look really cool. They give you a really nice look to your wallpaper on the home screen. They look way different from iOS 18. Yeah! Here are a couple of features that I suggest you use if you want to go with the tinted icons. As you can see, if I just tap right there, what it will do is that it automatically picks a color from the wallpaper and tint the icons. What you can do, which is really cool, is that now you can choose the color of your iPhone to be used as the tint for your icons. Not just that, you will also be able to choose the color of the case. If you have a case on your iPhone, it will actually choose the color of the case as the tint for the icons that you have on your home screen. Go ahead, enable the new clear icons or the tinted icons. They look much better. With iOS 26, Apple has added a cool new feature that you must try on the iMessage app. Backgrounds for iMessage. You can now have backgrounds on your conversation. As you can see it right here, I have a background there. What's really cool is that even if you have like a picture that someone has sent you on iMessage on a conversation, you can actually go ahead and use it as a background if you want to, which is really, really cool. If we go to this one, you can see we can go ahead and set this as a background. When you go to a conversation, you simply tap at the top where the contact is, the contact icon, and from here you will have your background. You can choose none or just pick any photo you want. You can use Image Playground to actually generate a background. You will have a few different ones right here that are preset, or of course choose any of your photos. You will have suggestions here from your photos. You can just go ahead and pick any of the suggestions. It shows you a preview right here. You can even add the effect. Once you're done with that, you will have a new background for your conversations. Another feature that I suggest you enable on your iOS 26 device are the pins for the Photos app. This is a must-have in my opinion. You can see right here we have the Photos app, and then I have the pin section right here. If I just go to edit right here, I can just choose whatever I want and add it at the pin section. This makes it for me very easy to find the pictures that I want. I can have any album or any collection I want as pinned right here. From here, I will be able to quickly find it. As you can see, I have them down here because it's much easier for me to use them and actually open them while I'm using my device with one hand. If you want, you can just tap right there and tap on reorder. It will show you everything that you have right here. I can just go ahead and reorder and place the pine at the top right there, which is actually super useful. Another feature you must enable on iOS 26 if you're using Apple Music is the new Auto Mix feature. This one is super cool. You head on to your settings, go to Music, and then you will have Song Transitions. You enable it right here and you get a couple of options. The crossfade, which has been here before, but now you also get Auto Mix. This is a pretty cool feature. I don't use Apple Music personally, but a lot of users are reporting this being a great feature. Go ahead and enable it once you have your device updated to the new iOS 26. It is actually pretty cool. Another feature you must enable. If you use CarPlay on your car, then you must enable this one. Head onto your settings, go under General, and you will have a new section for screen capture. Go here and enable CarPlay screenshots. This allows you to actually take screenshots from your car's display screen. It is pretty cool. Anytime you need a screenshot there, maybe like navigation, something like that, you want to take a screenshot of a place of a map or something like that, you can now go ahead and take screenshots right on the car with CarPlay. Last but not least, another feature you want to enable on iOS 26 is the new battery feature. Head on to the battery section and then go to power mode. You will have adaptive power right here. Adaptive power is this new feature that Apple has added.